Dollar gives up gains as global stocks extend the recovery. Wall Street stocks rebounded on Tuesday despite the lingering uncertainty about the impact of the pandemic on the economic recovery. Market players cheered upbeat quarterly results from U.S. companies with IBM Corp and HCA Healthcare both rallying after reporting higher than expected revenue and profit. As such, the S&P 500 gained 1.52% to recover much of the previous day's loss. The Dow Jones rose 1.6% and the Nasdaq Composite climbed 1.57%. Asian equities were mixed Wednesday, with investors remaining cautious amid rising coronavirus infections in the region. Of note, South Korea reported a record daily high of new coronavirus cases. The Kospi in Seoul shed 0.52%, and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong sank 0.13%. On the positive side, the Nikkei 225 in Tokyo added 0.58% after the data showed that June exports jumped 48.5% over a year earlier, beating forecasts. The Shanghai Composite Index rose 0.73%. In Europe, stocks climbed Wednesday following a major comeback on Wall Street. Regional equities started to continue to rebound after a weak start to the week, triggered by investor concerns over the potential economic damage from a fresh wave of coronavirus cases. The Stoxx Europe 600 index gained 1.65%, the French CAC 40 rose 1.85%, while the German DAX 30 added 1.36%. In individual stocks, BASF gained 1% after the company said it had been chosen to develop high-performing lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles with Cellforce Group. Next stock rallied almost 9% before trimming gains to 7.20% after the retailer exceeded its sales expectations and raised its profit guidance. On Wall Street, major indexes climbed overnight, extending the rebound amid better-than-expected results from big corporations. As such, Coca-Cola stock was up 2% after the company raised its full-year forecast and reported better-than-expected results. Johnson & Johnson shares were up 0.5% after the company reported a 73% rise in profits. On the negative side, Netflix fell at 2.6% after reporting its worst slowdown in subscriber growth in 8 years. The S&P 500 index rose 0.82%, putting it on pace for a weekly gain. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 0.83% to 34,798, and the Nasdaq Composite added 0.92%. The yield was on the 10-year Treasury note was 1.27%, up from 1.21% the day before. Meanwhile, the dollar has yet to retreat as the market mood remains cheerful. However, the euro is lagging as tensions rise toward the potentially dovish ECB decision due later today. The central bank is set to announce its first decision following its announcement of a strategic review in which Christine Lagarde promised communication changes and potential developments related to the bank's bond buying scheme. Bearish expectations alongside rising virus cases in the old continent have capped the euro USD under 1.18. In commodities, Brent crude rallied on Wednesday, reversing most of the losses seen at the start of the week. Oil prices extended the recovery to $72.30 and was last seen changing hands around the $72 figure. Of note, the market shrugged off its first weekly U.S. crude inventory rise since mid-May. The Energy Information Administration reported that U.S. crude inventories rose by 2.1 million barrels for the week ending July 16th. On the other hand, the release points to a decline in crude stocks as the Cushing storage hub to the lowest level since 2020. In other markets, Bitcoin has recaptured the $32,000 figure, briefly jumping to the 20 DMA at $32,800 after Tesla founder Elon Musk hinted that his company could return to accepting BTC as payment for its vehicles. Kathy Wood of ARK Investment added that the digital coin is a hedge against inflation. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. Please click subscribe to always be in touch with the latest market news.